Welcome to Aussie Grub Heaven. Right, you lot, listen up. First cab off the rank is the mighty meat pie. This ain't no poncy little pastry, it's a national treasure, a bloody institution. We're talking about flaky, buttery pastry filled with rich, slow-cooked minced meat, swimming in a savory gravy. Don't even think about eating this with a knife and fork, you hear? This is a handheld masterpiece, meant to be devoured in all its messy glory. Picture this. You're at the footy, cheering on your team, and the smell of freshly baked meat pies wafts through the air. You take a bite, and the hot, savory filling explodes in your mouth. The pastry crumbles, the gravy drips down your chin. It's a symphony of flavor and texture, and it's bloody brilliant. The pastry needs to be golden brown and crisp, the filling rich and flavorful, and the gravy, oh the gravy, it needs to be thick and luscious, not some watery mess. And don't even get me started on those fancy pants gourmet pies with their truffle oil and whatnot. A classic meat pie doesn't need any of that rubbish. It's perfect just the way it is. Now, let's talk about Vegemite. This one's a bit of a wild card, a right little Marmite of the southern hemisphere, if you will. It's thick, it's dark, it's salty, and it's made from leftover brewer's yeast. Yeah, you heard that right. Brewer's yeast. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brewer's yeast? That sounds absolutely revolting. And you know what? You're not entirely wrong. Vegemite is an acquired taste, to say the least. But trust me on this one, it's worth giving a try. The key to enjoying Vegemite is all in the application. Don't you dare go slapping it on like jam, you hear me? A thin, delicate layer is all you need. Toast your bread to perfection, slather on a generous knob of butter, and then, with the grace of a brain surgeon, spread the tiniest amount of Vegemite on top. The result? A salty, savory umami explosion that'll wake up your taste buds and leave you wanting more. Vegemite is more than just a spread. It's a cultural icon, a symbol of Australian identity. Next up, we've got lamingtons, those little squares of sunshine that are guaranteed to put a smile on your face. We're talking about fluffy, airy sponge cake dipped in a rich chocolate sauce, and then rolled in a generous coating of desiccated coconut. It's a simple concept, really, but bloody brilliant in its execution. The history of the lamington is a bit of a mystery, shrouded in rumors and conflicting accounts. Some say it was named after Lord Lamington, the governor of Queensland in the early 1900s. Whatever its origins, one thing's for sure, the lamington is a national treasure, and it's bloody delicious. The perfect lamington is all about balance. And don't even think about serving lamingtons without a cup of tea, you hear me? It's practically a criminal offense. Chapter 4. Pavlova, a cloud of sweetness fit for a queen. Listen up, you lot, because this next one is a real showstopper. The pavlova, a meringue-based dessert named after the legendary Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova. It's a thing of beauty, a delicate cloud of sweetness that'll have you swooning with delight. Now, a proper pavlova should have a crisp, crunchy outer shell and a soft, marshmallowy center. It's a tricky balance to achieve, but when it's done right, it's pure magic. We're talking fresh fruit, whipped cream, passion fruit pulp, let your imagination run wild. The pavlova is a staple at Aussie barbecues, picnics, and special occasions. It's the kind of dessert that's guaranteed to impress your guests and leave them begging for seconds. Just be warned, it's highly addictive. And don't you dare listen to those Kiwis who claim the pavlova as their own. Chapter 5. Barramundi, the king of Aussie fish. Right, let's talk seafood, shall we? And when it comes to Aussie fish, there's one name that stands above the rest, barramundi. This ain't your average fish, mind you. This is a fish with flavor, a fish with texture, a fish that'll make you want to slap your mama. With delight, of course. Barramundi is a versatile fish that can be cooked in a million different ways. You can grill it, pan fry it, bake it, or even wrap it in banana leaves and steam it. Serve it with a squeeze of lemon, a sprinkle of fresh herbs, and a side of your favorite veggies, and you've got yourself a meal fit for a king. Chapter 6. Damper Aussie Bush. bread with a side of history. Now for a taste of Aussie history, you've got to try damper. This ain't your fancy sourdough. No siree. This is bush bread at its finest, a simple yet satisfying loaf that's been fueling Aussies for centuries. Damper is made with just a few basic ingredients: flour, water, and a pinch of salt. Traditionally, it was cooked over an open fire, giving it a smoky, earthy flavor. These days, you can bake it in the oven, but there's nothing quite like the taste of a damper cooked the old-fashioned way. Back in the day, damper was a staple food for stockmen, drovers, and anyone who roamed the vast Australian outback. It's a versatile bread that can be enjoyed for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Or right, you lot, let's talk about Anzac biscuits. These aren't your average cookies, mind you. These are little bites of history, a tribute to the brave Aussie and Kiwi soldiers who fought in World War I. Anzac biscuits were originally made by wives and mothers to send to their loved ones fighting overseas. They were designed to be long-lasting and nutritious, made with rolled oats, flour, sugar, golden syrup, butter, and desiccated coconut. And don't even think about adding fancy ingredients like chocolate chips or nuts to these biscuits, you hear me? That's sacrilege. The beauty of Anzac biscuits lies in their simplicity. They're easy to make, requiring just a few pantry staples. Chapter 8. Kangaroo. Meat lean, mean, and deliciously Australian. Now, for the adventurous eaters out there, we've got kangaroo meat. That's right, you heard me correctly. Kangaroo. It might sound a bit out there, but trust me on this one, it's bloody delicious. Kangaroo meat is a lean, gamey meat that's packed with flavor. It's a bit like venison, but with a slightly sweeter, more earthy taste. And don't worry, it doesn't taste like chicken. Now, when it comes to cooking kangaroo, there are a few things to keep in mind. First off, it's a very lean meat, so it's important not to overcook it. Otherwise, you'll end up with a tough, chewy mess. Secondly, kangaroo meat is best cooked rare to medium rare. This will ensure that it stays nice and juicy. You can grill it, pan fry it, or even mince it up and make burgers with it. Chapter 9. Fairy Bread. Sprinkles of joy for kids of all ages. Alright, you lot, let's finish this culinary journey on a sweet note with a classic Aussie treat. Fairy Bread. This isn't your average slice of bread, mind you. This is childhood nostalgia on a plate, a magical combination of white bread, butter, and hundreds and thousands. That's sprinkles to you non-Aussies. Fairy bread is a staple at children's birthday parties across Australia. It's simple, it's colorful, and it's guaranteed to put a smile on any kid's face. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a bit of nostalgia every now and then? Making fairy bread is about as easy as it gets. Simply spread a layer of butter on a slice of white bread, none of that brown, healthy stuff here, and then sprinkle generously with hundreds and thousands. Fairy bread is proof that sometimes the simplest things in life are the best. Chapter 10. Tim Tams, the chocolate biscuit that's worth the hype. Right, we've come to the final dish on our Aussie culinary adventure, and let me tell you, it's a cracker. Tim Tams. These aren't your average chocolate biscuits, mind you. These are little slices of chocolate heaven, a combination of 2 chocolate biscuits sandwiched together with a creamy chocolate filling, all coated in a thin layer of more chocolate. Tim Tams are a national obsession in Australia, and for good reason. They're bloody delicious. The biscuits are crunchy, the filling is smooth and creamy, and the chocolate coating is the perfect finishing touch. But the true genius of Tim Tams lies in the Tim Tam Slam. This involves biting off opposite corners of a Tim Tam, using it as a straw to suck up your tea or coffee, and then quickly shoving the whole thing in your mouth before it melts. Trust me, it's a religious experience. Tim Tams come in a variety of flavors, from classic milk chocolate to white chocolate, dark chocolate, and even caramel. But honestly, you can't go wrong with the original. So, there you have it, my friends. A culinary journey through some of Australia's most iconic dishes. You've reached the end of the Aussie Food Safari. Thanks for joining us on this delicious journey through Australia's traditional dishes. We've covered everything from the classics to the more adventurous eats, and I hope you've got a taste for the incredible variety and flavor that Aussie cuisine has to offer. There's a whole bloody continent of culinary delights just waiting to be discovered. So get out there, try some new dishes, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mouth-watering content. See you next time. Today, we're diving headfirst into the stunning culinary delights of Switzerland. Forget the cliches about Swiss food being just chocolate and cheese, though their cheese is legendary. We're exploring traditional Swiss cooking, the kind that warms your soul. I'm Fol Sacre, your guide on this culinary expedition. We're uncovering the dishes that define Swiss gastronomy. These aren't just recipes, they're history and culture, using incredible local ingredients. Whether you're planning a trip or expanding your foodie horizons, you're in the right place. Get your notebooks out. You're going to want to remember this. Get ready, because I'm about to unveil the top 5 traditional Swiss dishes you must try in 2025. These are the titans, the champions, the dishes that will have you booking a one-way ticket to the Alps. We're talking flavor, texture, and dishes that have stood the test of time. So, buckle up, buttercups, because this is going to be one delicious journey. Let's get started, shall we? And no slacking in the back. Let's kick things off with an icon fondue. If you think it's just a pot of melted cheese, think again. This is a culinary ritual, a social event, a masterpiece of simplicity done perfectly. Get it wrong, and it's a disaster. Get it right, and it's heaven in a pot. Fondue is massive in Swiss culture, about togetherness and sharing a meal around a communal pot. It's not just food, it's an experience. Traditionally, we're talking about proper Swiss cheeses like Gruyere, Vacherin Fribourgeois, or Emmental. These cheeses are melted slowly with white wine, garlic, kirsch, and corn flour for perfect consistency. And what do you dip in this cauldron of cheesy brilliance? Cubes of crusty bread. Some get adventurous with boiled new potatoes, cornichons, pickled onions, or bits of apple or pear. The social aspect is crucial. Drop your bread in the pot, you might have to buy a round of drinks or kiss the person next to you. It's a slow meal to be savored, not rushed. Common mistakes: using the wrong cheese, overheating it, not stirring properly. Fondue is timeless, comforting, indulgent, and uniquely Swiss. It's a taste of tradition, the mountains, and pure pleasure. When the pot is scraped clean, you're left with la religieuse, the crispy layer of cheese at the bottom, the chef's treat. So when you're in Switzerland or attempting this at home, treat fondue with respect. Source the best ingredients, take your time, and gather your friends. A good fondue isn't just a meal, it's a memory in the making. It's a taste of Swiss soul, and it's bloody brilliant. Don't use pre-made fondue mixes, do it properly, from scratch, with love and good cheese. The reward is a dish that will make you weak at the knees. Pure, cheesy, delicious magic. That's fondue for you. Next up, we've got rösti. If you think it's just a fancy hash brown, think again. A proper rösti is a golden, crispy pancake of grated potatoes cooked to perfection. It's hearty, satisfying, and sensational. Rösti is made from potatoes, either parboiled the day before or raw, depending on the region. The potatoes are coarsely grated, seasoned, and cooked in butter or fat until they form a cohesive cake. The heat needs to be just right to get that golden brown crust. The crust is everything, shatteringly crisp, providing a stunning contrast to the soft, fluffy interior. While the basic rösti is a triumph of simplicity, there are variations. You'll often find rösti served with a fried egg, crispy bacon, or melted cheese. Originally a farmer's breakfast, rösti is now a beloved national dish. It can be a hearty breakfast, a satisfying lunch, or an accompaniment to meat dishes. Common pitfalls: using the wrong type of potato, not enough fat, too much fiddling and flipping. Rösti is the epitome of Swiss comfort food. It showcases the simple goodness of the potato, transformed into something special. It's a taste of Swiss tradition, a taste of home. When you taste a perfectly cooked rösti, you'll understand why it's so loved. Don't underestimate the rösti. Seek it out, savor it, and appreciate the skill that goes into making a great one. It's not just a side dish, it can be the star of the show, a golden disc of pure potato perfection. Get it in your belly, and you'll be a happy camper. Let's talk about raclette, you cheese-loving maniacs. This isn't just eating, this is an event. Raclette is a semi-hard cow's milk cheese, melted and scraped onto diners' plates. The name comes from the French word racler, meaning to scrape. This dish has rustic origins from the Valais region of Switzerland. Shepherds would place a wheel of cheese by the campfire and scrape the melted surface onto bread. Traditionally, a half wheel of raclette cheese is placed in front of a fire or under a special grill. As the cheese melts, it's scraped off. Modern raclette parties use tabletop grills with small pans for individual portions. The classic accompaniments are small boiled potatoes, cornichons, pickled onions, and dried meats. The experience of a raclette meal is slow and leisurely. You melt your cheese, scrape it over your potatoes and pickles, and savor every mouthful. It's perfect for gatherings, from intimate dinners to larger parties. The aroma of the melting cheese, the sight of it bubbling, the taste, it's an assault on the senses. The traditional method with the half wheel often results in a crispier, more intensely flavored crust. Raclette can be enjoyed year-round. It's a celebration of cheese, sharing, and Swiss hospitality. It's a must-try in 2025 because it's an authentic culinary experience. When you sit down for a raclette, take your time, enjoy the process, savor the flavors, and don't be shy about going back for more. It's rich, indulgent, and wonderfully Swiss. Just make sure you've got good company and a healthy appetite. Let's talk about Zürcher Geschnetzeltes, a classic Swiss meat dish from Zurich. It translates to Zurich-style sliced meat, a creamy, dreamy, delicious concoction. At its heart, it's thin strips of veal cooked quickly with mushrooms in a rich cream and white wine sauce. The key ingredients are crucial tender veal, fresh mushrooms, dry white wine, and rich double cream. Some recipes include onions, lemon juice, and parsley for freshness. The classic Zurich version sticks to veal, mushrooms, cream, and white wine. If you're in Switzerland, especially Zurich, seek out this dish in a traditional restaurant. It's often served with a crispy rösti on the side. The veal should be incredibly tender, the sauce creamy but not too thick. The balance of flavors, the richness of the cream, the savory notes of the veal and mushrooms, the tang from the wine, is delicate. Quality ingredients are essential. Common mistakes: overcooking the veal, making the sauce too heavy or floury. Zürcher Geschnetzeltes is a must-try in 2025 because it's a classic for a reason. It's sophisticated yet comforting, showcasing simple ingredients transformed into something special. It's a dish that speaks of quality, care, and a deep understanding of flavor. When you taste a perfectly made Zürcher Geschnetzeltes, you're tasting a piece of Zurich's culinary heritage. So, find a good one, order it with a side of rösti, and prepare to be amazed. Finally, we come to our fifth must-try Swiss dish for 2025, Alplermagronen, or herdsman's macaroni. It's rustic, robust, and packed with flavor. Alplermagronen features pasta and diced potatoes, brought together with melted cheese and enriched with cream or milk. The crowning glory, crispy fried onions on top. What makes it unique is that it's traditionally served with a side of applesauce. The sweetness and tartness of the applesauce cut through the richness of the cheese and carbs perfectly. Alplermagronen is the ultimate Swiss comfort food, a true taste of Alpine life. It's hearty, filling, and incredibly satisfying. The story behind Alplermagronen is rooted in the lives of Alpine herdsmen. They needed sustaining, calorie-dense food that could be made with simple ingredients. The combination of textures and flavors is fantastic. Soft pasta and potatoes, gooey melted cheese, rich creaminess, savory crunch of fried onions, and the delightful counterpoint of applesauce. It's a symphony in your mouth. Alplermagronen stands out because of its unique composition. It's honest, rustic, and incredibly flavorful. When exploring Swiss cuisine, don't overlook this humble hero. It's a true taste of the mountains, a dish that will leave you feeling warm and satisfied. Sometimes all you need is pasta, potatoes, cheese, and a dollop of applesauce. In 2025, make it your mission to try a proper, authentic Alplermagronen. Find a cozy mountain restaurant, order a big steaming bowl, and dig in. Let the flavors transport you to the Swiss Alps. It's more than just food, it's an experience, and it's bloody delicious. Well, there you have it, you magnificent food lovers. 5 essential Swiss dishes you must try in 2025. From fondue and raclette to rösti, Zürcher Geschnetzeltes, and Alplermagronen in Switzerland is serving up serious flavor. These dishes are more than just food. They're a taste of Swiss culture, history, and passion. Thanks for watching. I hope I've inspired you to explore Swiss cuisine. Remember, good food is about good ingredients, know-how, and heart. Whether you're planning a trip to Switzerland or recreating these dishes at home, go for it. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more delicious content. Until next time, eat well and don't be an idiot sandwich. Cheers.